Hello, virtual world. Welcome to Silly Candy Sweet Reviews. I am back from my little vacation and back to bring you more content. I have a brand new SnackCrate, and this time it's from France. Let's dig in. Okay, guys. New SnackCrate. This time it's coming from France, and I'm really excited because I've always liked French culture, and I did take some French in high school, and by some I mean 1 year. So I am very limited on the amount of French I could speak and understand. So like the Polish language, I will assuredly be butchering every one of these words and saying it wrong. So if there is anyone who speaks French or is French, I'm sorry. I apologize now. It will not be pretty. We are going to I'm just gonna pick one side of this menu and just roll with it, and whatever is on that side, and then I'll do the next side for the next half of the box, and we'll go from there. So first thing up that we're gonna try is Lay's chips. Lay's is a brand we have out here. However, we do not have this flavor, and that's Roti, which is a roast chicken. I'm kind of excited because both New Zealand and Australia have chicken flavored chips, and this is like another one to add for comparison. So it's nice to have another chicken flavor. Let's dig into this one and see how it compares. Ooh. Okay, so it's not an overwhelmingly strong smell of potato like roast chicken. Like the other one from New Zealand, whoa doggy. That one hits you like a wall. This, much lighter. Very much a Lay's type chip as far as how thick it is. Let's see how it goes. What? What? Oh no, there's a round 2 on that one. I don't even have words for that. Alright, so I've had the New Zealand ones. And those ones, as far as chicken flavor, how much bang you get in there, is better than the ones from Australia. Sorry, Australia, you lose that one. But the one from France is not as strong as the one from New Zealand as far as how much seasoning's on it. But if I close my eyes and pretend I'm eating like crunchy chicken skin, I could still feel like that's there. Like it is like biting into some chicken. I don't think it's like, it doesn't have a fake flavor. It's, I'm totally going in for a third. Like, they don't smell strong. Like the other one, you could smell it. It smells like chicken broth. These ones are very light in scent, but man, the flavor on there. Wow. That kind of surprised me. Because you do get the potato chip flavor in there. It's not just like eating a piece of chicken. It's like, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but think Thanksgiving dinner and think like when you've got chicken gravy or turkey gravy on your potatoes and you're eating it with pieces of chicken kind of all together. That's reminiscent of that in potato chip form. That's what it reminds me of. It is kind of like a chickeny potato. I sound like an idiot now, but that's really what it tastes like. I think Thanksgiving dinner. I like those better than the ones from New Zealand, but that's just my personal preference. I'm gonna give those a 10 out of 10. Like, I can eat that whole bag without a problem. I really like the flavor. Really like the flavor. Great job, France. Knocking it out of the park right out of the gate. Let's see what else you have to offer. Okay, this one called La Trinitan Galette. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that. It's very hard to see on that camera. I'll pull it up here. Okay, anybody who speaks French, you can tell me how much I butchered that. Google Translate says the Trinity pancake. I don't think that translation is probably right, so The actual card says, with a chance of becoming your new favorite cookie, these bite-sized treats are a perfect combination of sweet crunch and buttery delight. Ooh, buttery delight. Okay. So, tiny little package. Let's open it and see what they taste like. Oh, that's just so cute. Comes out and it's like a little biscuit that could feed a Barbie doll. But that's pretty tiny. I mean, it's like doll sized. So, it smells good. You know what? Very shortbread smell. Call it what you want. That shortbread. That tastes exactly like shortbread. Really good. They only give you, I think I only got 2 of those in here. So they were a little stingy, and usually SnackCrate is very good about giving you lots of something. Big packages, but they kind of went stingy on these little cookies. So as far as flavor goes, 8 out of 10. They're solid as far as a cookie. I mean, I'd give it a higher score if I felt like they gave you some more or the size was bigger. But it's shortbread. I mean, shortbread. Shortbread you can get anywhere. So it's not anything spectacular or anything new. But tasty, just, you know, you can get it anywhere. Let's see what the next item is and see if we can top that. All right, here's our next one, and the image on it looks pretty interesting. He's just got a little, you know, blowy up head. I don't know. Put it on this camera so you guys can see better. This one is called Pet Brulee. Brulees. There's an S at it, which means burnt heads. Amply named, these hot-headed, chewy candies have an intensely sour coating that melts away to reveal a soft, sweet, and fruity center. Okay, man. I'm pretty pumped about this. All right, so I thought it would be spicy, so it's sweet. Which, okay. Pretty sure this is strawberry. They only gave me a handful of these. It's almost like a Now and Later. Or an Airheads. Anybody remember Airheads? I wasn't a huge fan of those as a kid, but see with this. So we're just gonna rip a piece off. Kind of looks like a little cat tongue. Don't ask me why my mind went there. Definitely strawberry. Definitely got a really nice sweet smell. Woo. Ooh, ooh. Okay, those were definitely, those were sour. I didn't think, because they smelled really sweet, I'm like, these are gonna be super sweet. Those were sour. Those were not, I wouldn't say they were really any more sour than like a Sour Patch Kids. Maybe a little bit more sour. They definitely hit you. And it took a while before that sweetness came through, but they were good. I happen to like sour candy. If you do not like sour candy, you will hate every part of that. That was just, it was tasty. And the texture, it's kind of like a taffy-like texture, which is a little different than we have out here. I don't think we have anything that's like a sour kind of taffy. Not regularly. I mean, I'm sure there is sour taffy, but I quite enjoyed it. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Flavor-wise, it hits ya. It's got a nice strawberry flavor. The sourness is nice and tart, but there is the sweetness that comes in there, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. So far, France is knocking out of the park. I mean, we're pretty much 3 for 3 on deliciousness here. Let's move on to the next. Okay, next up, they don't even mince words here. It's 100% readable. Nuts. So this is Nestle Nuts. Nestle, another brand we have out here in the US. Nutty, creamy, caramely, and deliciously coated in milk chocolate, this Nestle chocolate bar is a heavenly treat that you won't be able to resist. I'm not huge about nuts in my candy bar, so I bet you I can resist it. From the outside, it looks like a Snickers. And tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, it looks like a Snickers. Let's just pop a piece. Ooh, okay. The inside looks more like maybe a Milky Way. I can smell the peanut. It's creamy with the caramel. It's not like chunks of nuts. So, like, is it more like a peanut butter? Let's find out. Okay, they got me there. It started off like smooth, kind of peanut buttery flavor, and I'm like, oh, okay, peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I know that's weird. You're like, but Candy, you just said you don't like nuts in your chocolate. Peanut butter is nuts. It is, but it's smooth. See, I don't like crunchy peanut butter. It's a texture thing for me. I just don't like the texture of that, like, crunching into a peanut when it's something smooth. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm probably one of those weird ones. This one fooled me. This one did like a little switcheroo. It was like, oh, this is a nice smooth kind of peanut butter, and then crunch right into a nut that was hidden in there. It's not a lot of nuts. It was like some random nut that they just threw in there just to throw you off. So kind of like a landmine. You just, whoops, there's one. As far as flavor goes, even with the nut in it, which I'm not huge on that, it was still really good. As far as a peanut or peanut butter caramel and chocolate bar, it's not like anything spectacular. 7 out of 10. It's tasty, but it's not like, oh my god, this is the most delicious thing. It's good, not bad. All right, here's a weird one. Petite écolier, which petite is small, and the second half of that says Schoolboy, and there's a little boy on the package, so maybe that translation is right. Small schoolboy. All right. A French favorite for a good reason. These crispy, sweet, and buttery shortbread cookies topped with a generous layer of rich chocolate. All right, so we got shortbread and chocolate. Slightly different. Hello. Oh my god, there is like a little kid on it. That's a little creepy. Let me put it on this camera. It's like a little kid. It's okay. He's got a little basket on, or she. It could be she. I don't really know. But it looks like somebody going to visit their grandma in the woods. That's just odd. There's literally a shortbread cookie, and it's like they took a piece of chocolate with something weird on it and just stuck it to it. They're like, as far as looks go, this one's an odd one. All right, let's see how flavor goes. I bit his head off. All right, you know what? The chocolate was actually quite nice. Nice flavor chocolate. As far as the shortbread goes, typical shortbread, just like the other one. There's not anything, spectacular about it, but the mixture between the shortbread and the chocolate was really nice. Honestly, you threw some caramel on there and it would have been like a Twix bar. Very similar as far as flavor profile goes. 8 out of 10. Good flavor. Not too sweet. Bonus points for having the weird kid on the chocolate. I'm not sure what that's about. It's a little disturbing. Other than that, flavor wise, it was good. You can't complain. All right, let's move on to the last item of the day. Right, so Haribo, however you want to pronounce it, Haribo. Okay, a Haribo product. So we have this brand also out here in the US. It's popular out here as well as many other countries. And these are gummies, like a gummy candy. I have talked about in the past that gummy candies from other countries tend to be a little different than the US. The US, it's very chewy. It's harder. It doesn't dissolve. The gummies I find in other countries, they almost like kind of dissolve in your mouth. Very different as far as texture goes. This tangy citrus flavors of ever popular Organa. Soda are perfect complement to these soft, chewy, and slightly sour gummies. Ooh, we got more sour. Let's go. They look like little, like, I don't want to say soda pop bottles because soda pop bottles have like a specific shape. These almost look like wine bottles or like vinegar bottles. They didn't hit it on the soda pop. Anyways, they have a little sugar coating. They smell very citrusy. And let's see how the flavors. Okay. I'm not disappointed in flavor. Flavor is good. Nice, soury, citrus pop. I like the flavor. I'm not a fan of that texture. It is very much like the gummies we have out here. Very hard, you can chew forever type texture. Surprisingly, I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10. That is actually very disappointing because I know the other ones I've had from other countries have been like you chew it a couple times and it almost like it melts in your mouth. It is just more luxurious on your tongue. And this was just like chew, 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 like you're chewing a piece of gum. And it's just really chewy, rubbery, very kind of more rubbery, not that melt away. We have those here in the US. This is a very much same type of gummy. The only thing that saves it is the flavor. Like if the flavors suck, this would definitely be a lower score. Okay, so best and the worst. I gotta say the best has gotta be the Roti, the rotisserie chicken chips. They're not even a negative. That is 100% delicious. Flavor, the texture, everything just hit all the notes, and I just thought they were excellent. And comparing them to some other chicken flavored chips, this has got to be one of the top ones for me. I really, really enjoyed it. And if you haven't tried these, I mean, I highly suggest going out and finding some because these were good. These were really good. As far as the worst, it is going to be the gummies. They were just really not tasty. They were not tasty. They were very hard and rubbery, almost like if you've ever had calamari and like there's good calamari in shrimp or prawn, whatever one you want to go with. There's good, well-cooked shrimp, prawn, calamari, and then there's bad. And everyone knows what the bad one tastes like. It tastes like rubber. Like you're chewing before you get through it, and it's just not good. That is the texture I got from this. It was a very hard, rubbery, chewy gummy. That brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for joining me on this tasting adventure. If you thought my video was sweet, hit that like button for me, as it really does help my channel grow. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments section. I love hearing all the different comments from you guys. It is always fun to have interaction. If you want to know when the next video goes live, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll be the first one to know when the new video gets dropped. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.